Hi, it's Breelyn. I'm an occupational therapy student at Midwestern University, and I'm going to share my occupational-based kit with you today that I made from my activity analysis class. It is manicures. I have made some adaptive strategies for doing nails for people of different ages, cognitive levels, and physical abilities. Doing your nails is not only a fun way to get creatively stimulating some ideas and get wonderful looking nails, but it also has a lot of therapeutic benefits for people of certain populations that I'll be showing with you throughout the whole video. So my kit includes different fingernail polishes in many different colors, fingernail polish remover, some cotton balls for your fingernail polish remover. We have a nail file, a cuticle cutter, and a nail paint pen. All these products you can get at your local Walmart, Target, or order online if you want a certain color. You will also need like a flat surface such as a table, desk, or countertop to do this activity. So to start, you want to make sure that your hands are clean and you don't have any lotion on your nails because that'll make the paint hard to stick on. And then you are going to take your fingernail polish remover and put the cotton ball on it and kind of shake it around and take off any of the old nail polish that you have on your nails. Once that's done, you put the lid back on so you don't spill your nail polish remover because it'll be messy. And then you're going to allow your nails to dry so the nail polish is off. And then you're going to file your nail to the specific shape or length that you want it. After you do that, you kind of can rub them off so you don't have any of the dust on it. And next you get to cut your cuticles. For this, it's also one of my grading ups because it's kind of something that's a little bit more tricky. It doesn't really need to be done if you're doing your nails on a day-to-day basis or if you're just trying to do the nail painting. This is kind of more of a manicure luxury type of activity. So this is an option, but you can just like go through and cut the excess cuticle off your nail. After that, you get to pick your favorite color. Today, I'm going to be doing this nice turquoise. So you gotta shake it up. And you take the lid off. And paint over your nail. Kind of depending on your personal preference of how dark or light you use it, you can do multiple coats or just do it with one. You can do a clear coat over the top of it if you like it a little bit more shiny, but if you just want like a more of a matte look, you can just do the color. And then you are all finished, and you have to sit and let it dry, which sometimes takes some patience, and I don't always have patience for. Since this kit has a lot of flexion of your arm, reaching out for your utensils, it has flexion of wrist, extension, abduction, adduction of your wrists, moving and grabbing all of the fingernail polish. Also your fingers, it uses a lot of dexterity and extension, flexion, like grabbing, gripping. This kit would be really good for somebody who's had an injury to your arm, wrist, fingers, or hand, or somebody who might be suffering from a muscle disability such as TBI, cerebral palsy, muscle dystrophy, or stroke. It would help them to strengthen those muscles and really try to work on getting the dexterity and coordination back in those muscles. It also could be really good for women, maybe older women who are suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, or a psychological disorder such as like depression or anxiety, because it can bring them back to like good memories of when they used to get their nails done, or it could just be a fun way to make them feel really pretty and good about themselves. For ways to like grade up my kit would be to I have smaller nail bottle handles. So this is like a regular size one. It would just be like this circular. For this like grading up, you would pick a smaller one that's like be harder to grab for grading up. And then to grade down for that, we also have even thicker ones. So you kind of, depending on their level of physical abilities, you're going to pick which one would work best for them. I also, to grade down even farther, created this little adaptive tool that was just paper towels wrapped around with tape taped to them, so it's even thicker, so people who are having like issues gripping or holding the brush with, like, this is very teeny, so they'd have to have very good precision in these two fingers to grab that, but this one they might be able to use like their whole hand and take the paint bottle out, so then they can paint and grab this whole thing without having to hold with just two fingers. It's a little bit easier. And you can put that, you can take it off, and you can put it on any of the bottles. Also, another way to grade up would be to use the paint pen. You could have them shake it up and put it on top of their finger and make little designs. You can give them some creative freedom and do any type of design they want, or to grade up even farther for people who might be struggling with some cognitive disorders. You can tell them designs to do, such as making a flower or doing French tips, because then they would have to specifically know what that looks like and imagine it and do that themselves. Like I said, the cuticle cutters are definitely a grade up, because this would take a lot of strength in your hand because you're having to squeeze it, and it also takes a lot of precision in making sure that you're only getting your cuticle and not your skin. So that could be dangerous precaution if they aren't ready to use these and you have people use these. It could get a little dangerous. Having more colors too. I have a ton of colors here, and that might be overwhelming for somebody who has sensory issues or the dementia or Alzheimer's. Making them decide between all of these colors could be overwhelming, so maybe just setting like a couple of main colors for them, like purples and pinks and oranges or something like that, so they only have 3 to choose from as opposed to a whole bag to search through. Another one would be to have them stand up while they do it. It's very difficult to be able to hold your body while you're staying up in the right position to get your nails painted. So if you need to work on more balance and stability and maybe even stamina and endurance, standing up during this task could be really difficult for some people. Also, there's stickers for manicures, so if you really don't think they'd be able to paint but they still want to do the creative part to doing your nails, you could get manicure stickers, and it's just like a design or a color, and you just peel it off and stick it right on your nails. So there's lots of ways to fluctuate this task to make it easier or harder for certain people. The kit's main occupation is an ADL because it's categorized under personal hygiene and grooming for nail care. The framework defines personal hygiene as an activity required for personal hygiene. Often grooming is determined by the individual's gender or culture. So the filing, trimming, and painting of your nails is kind of done to preference. It doesn't need to be done every day, but it's kind of however you like it. Some people like to have their nails done constantly, and it is required for them. And some people it's just more of a luxury, so it could take different places there. It could also be used as a social participation. If you're trying to work on people who need to work more on social interactions, you could have a therapy aide come and work, like have them paint at the therapy aide's hand, so they're talking and like picking out colors with the aide or yourself. Or you could have a group therapy session and have them work together and painting each other's nails and taking turns, so they get to work on not only the whole task of using the wrist motion and picking the colors, but they also have to work on communicating with the other person and making sure that what they're doing is what the other person likes. So yeah, it could take a lot of different occupations, but ADL is its main one. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.